What's good, y'all, bro? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Thanksgiving. I know it's the day after Thanksgiving, but still happy Thanksgiving. I hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving, good time with the fam. Hope y'all had some good meal, you know what I'm saying? Mine was cool. Uh, thought it was dope. My grandma has lived in Detroit basically my whole life. She was here this Thanksgiving. She moved to Arizona this year, so it's good to have her here for Thanksgiving. It was fine. Play little family games and stuff like that. It was fine. You know what I'm saying? It was cool, twin. You know what I'm saying? It was smooth. But today we're gonna talk about the Suns real quick. My Suns fans, bro. Today I want to see. I had tweeted this already before, but I want to see what y'all opinions on what y'all believe the starting lineup should be. I think a lot of y'all believe Grayson should be in the starting lineup. Um, let's get to. Hold on. We'll go to what I believe will be the starting lineup. I'm still torn on if I believe that's what the starting lineup should be, but regardless, I'm not doing it off of what I believe. I'm doing it off of what I believe the Suns are gonna do. Um, this one though. This one, because unfortunately it's the game that Jalen got hurt.
What are we thinking?
I was thinking a four-leg.
Um, I get the argument for both sides. Honestly, I always lean more on the side of defense, which will mean to me means that Ryan and Dylan need to start. But I can't sit here and say that Grayson has been bad on defense this year. I think everybody's actually been pretty good. I think that's why we're good on defense like that. This, I believe, is the starting lineup. I think majority of the nights, if fully healthy, this is the starting lineup. Now, like I said, a lot of us, me, a few others, we're going to believe it should be Ryan instead of Grayson. And I think some games it will be. Like I said, I think it'll be matchup dependent. I think some days it will be Ryan. I think some of those bigger teams, like, and even if we don't, if it's getting a little out of hand and that the teams will have like the bigger wings, if it's getting a little a little out of hand on the glass or anything like that, I think Ott knows when to push that. Bring in Ryan Button or bring in Rasheer, things like that. But I believe fully healthy, this is the starting lineup. Um, the way Grayson is shooting is just it is the way he's playing. Regardless, he's been playing good defense. Like I said, I think the whole team has. I think Book is having a better year defensively. When Jalen was playing, he was looking really active when he played. That little time we did see him. Like I said, small sample size, but everybody been guarding this year. Like I said, it's a reason we're one of the top defenses right now in the league. It's not just a few guys. The whole team is bought in and defending. So, but I get it. Like I said, I'm always for the most part been team start Ryan and Dylan. So like, let's say we're playing the Lakers. If we play the Lakers, um, I mean, you're putting Dylan on Luka, or you might put Ryan on Luka. That's what I'm saying. Teams like that, I don't know. But if this is a starting lineup and we play the Lakers, like, first of all, somebody's gonna have to guard Bron. That's the issue. So it might be Dylan, or like who knows? Like I said, I can't wait to see. We're gonna get these matchups soon when we play these kind of like bigger teams and we get to see. But that's just an example because I'm thinking of teams that just have bigger wings that you got to guard. Like Luka's big. Um, Luka plays on the perimeter. Not that Luka won't take you to the post and stuff like that, but Luka's still on the perimeter taking hella step backs and stuff like that. So I mean, one of these three could just take turns, or everybody get their crack at them. That's cool. It is what it is. Or like I said, have Dylan do it, and then these three, what I'm saying, one of them got to stick Bron. It is what it is. But regardless, Ryan will be coming in and taking a lot of that because it's not like Ryan's gonna play starting minutes a lot of the time, so it don't even matter. Like I said, at this point it don't matter. But certain teams, like I said, yeah, it might be better if Ryan starts, but But in terms of what the real starting lineup is, what the Suns' go-to gonna be, it's gonna be this, brother. This is gonna be the starting lineup. I'm here. I'm telling y'all that now. Y'all let me know what y'all believe it should be. I think a lot of y'all might think it should be Ryan, but this is what it will be. Like I said, I'm in the middle now. I used to be like, bro, it has to be Ryan because, like I said, I'm a defense first guy, so I'm always like, bro, stick Ryan out there. Let's have two defenders out there. So, because like I said, we start Ryan versus then I'm like, okay, Dylan can stick Ron, Ryan can stick Luca, or vice versa. It don't matter. Or let's say we're playing the Wolves, who we ended up beating the other day. You really, uh, you stick Ryan on Ant, Dylan on Randall. I think that's what we, pretty much doing for the most part. They're gonna be switching off and stuff at times, but stuff like that. Cause like I said, there's a bigger team when the team has like that bigger, like forward for the most part. But I mean, it has our advantages too because, like I said, let's say we're playing the Lakers or something like that. Like I said, Luka's gonna have to stick one of these three scoring damn guard. All three of these guys has been great at scoring. Obviously, we know Jalen has only played one game, but we know he can do offense. Luka got to stick one of them, and then Dylan, like all four, everybody in this lineup is a threat to go for 20 at the least. That's why I believe this. And then, like I said, they've been doing a good job on defense, but everybody in this lineup is a threat to go off. I've seen everybody in this lineup go off this year. Jalen played one game this year and went off. We know what Book can do, obviously, and obviously we know these are like the two stars. We've seen Grayson go for 40 this year. Seen Dylan go for 30 multiple times this year. We've seen Mark go for 20 and 15 this year. It's going to be the starting lineup. Like, it is what it is. We play the Thunder tonight. Obviously, these two are not out playing. Ryan's not playing. Those are three very important players to our team. Like I said, we've been figuring out, win certain games without guys, but people keep bringing up our strength of schedule, but nobody want to bring up how we've been banged up all year too. We've had this starting lineup for like a quarter, bro. We've had our real lineup because this is our real starting lineup. We've had them for like a quarter, gang, a quarter and some change. Ever since then, we've been banged up, but nobody want to bring that up about the Suns, bro. Nobody would have give us that, gang, which is whack. But that's the starting lineup. We play the Thunder today. Obviously, we're not the favorite. Like they lost one game this year. They whooping everybody ass. So obviously, we're going in there playing with house money. I don't like looking at games like that, bro. Go in there, win the game. I don't care if we missing. Let's go try to win the game, bro. Like, obviously, I don't think we should go on with that mindset. Like, oh, we ain't supposed to win this game anyway. Like, nah, bro. Let's go in there like we supposed to win, bro. They getting J-Dub back. You go in there and steal this game without these two and Ryan. That's a statement dub, bro. I'm excited for all these games coming up to see how we look. Hoping we get our guys back. We're not getting Jalen back still for probably like 2 to 4 more weeks. So I'm not talking about Jalen. But dang, can we get Grayson and Ryan back as soon as possible? I think they'll be back within a couple games for sure. But man, can we get them back so we can see what our team looks like, bro? We look good and we ain't even been fully healthy. I want to keep stressing that to y'all because some of y'all hating. You know who I'm talking about, punk. But so y'all be hating, man. We ain't even been fully healthy. Got to talk about Book because obviously Book's in a little shooting slump right now. That's cool. I'm not worried about him. If you look outside of the shooting, sometimes like last game, he still didn't shoot that well. But I thought he was engaged on defense versus Sacramento. He was rebounding, still like playing, playmaking, playing defense. I'm more so look to those things about Book because I know Book gonna get right. Book gonna shoot well. I'm not worried about Book scoring, bro. That's what he does. But he's locked in like he was the other game. And he's doing the little things, regardless if he's shooting well or not. That's good, bro. That shows, like I said, the identity of this team of everybody. Like, bro, even if you're not shooting well, you contribute in some way. We playing hard on defense, bro. We rebounding. It is what it is. I think, man, the league kind of wrong for this back-to-back stuff, bro. I know it ain't just us, but it's still annoying. Like, we had a tough back-to-back the other, this last, week where we played Spurs and had to play the Rockets on the second night back-to-back. Now we play OKC tonight, and then we play Denver tomorrow, bro, on the back-to-back. I think Denver's on the back-to-back too, but still, bro. Goddamn. Those are the two best teams in the damn West, bro. Arguably the two best teams in the league. I'm saying you throw my Pistons up there, you know what I'm saying, and my Dogs too, but those are two top teams in the West, bro. We got to play them back to back. And we know for a fact we won't be fully healthy for neither of those, but it is what it is, bro. We got to play who's in front of us, make a statement, play well, do what we do, bro. Just play our game. It is what it is, but y'all let me know, bro. I want to make a specific video just because, first of all, it's been a few days. I've been working, and, I want to chill, enjoy the Thanksgiving with the fam and stuff like that. But y'all let me know about the starting lineup thing. I think it's, and like I said, this is funny because a lot of y'all really think I'm a Grayson hater, and I'm not, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. I'm not a Grayson hater. I've never said. There's been times, obviously, like I said, maybe we should trade Grayson and stuff like that. I've never ever said Grayson was a bad player. Never. Ever. I said that center that was included in that package. I said he was a bad player for this team. I never said Grayson was a bad player though. I've always said Grayson was good. Grayson one of the top 5 shooters in the league, brother. Some people might think that's great, but bro, matter of fact, nobody should be questioning that. Not that long ago, he leading 3-point shooting percentage, and then last year he had kind of a little off year, but he's still a sniper, and then this year he's back to really taking the lead. Like, he's shooting off the bounce with it. He's top 5 shooter in the league, bro. Top 5 floor spacer, I believe, in the league. So, lock in. Y'all let me know. Like I said, I think it's hard for them to take that man out of the starting lineup. It's hard for them to take him out the starting lineup the way he's shooting. It is what it is. But I'm going to leave it there. Y'all let me know. Comment who y'all think the starting lineup should be. And comment what do y'all think will finally be fully healthy so we see this starting lineup again. We see the team whole again. Y'all let me know. I'm out.